Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. It's great to see smiling faces. Yes? Thank you so much for your words of inspiration, everybody. I'm going to start talking about the ideal style of leadership. We've heard about making changes and changing the world. I want to talk about changing ourselves. Okay? And what is the ideal leadership style for the 21st century that we need to adapt? Do you think the leader that we all hear a lot about, being talked about in the media, does he portray a leadership style that is good for the 21st century? If you don't, I'd like to hear why not. At the end, I have my email. Please write to me and tell me, what do you think this leader, who I'm talking about is Donald Trump, should change to make the world a better place? Now, do tell me, I'm sure all of you here are in some form or the other a leader. Whether you're a leader of a company, or a leader of a department, or a leader at home. Are you? Yeah. Yes. So tell me, what kind of a leader are you? Do you lead by standing at the back, or do you lead by standing in the front? Front? Perfect. Okay, what about the others? I want to make this interactive. Come on, guys. You've been sitting since the morning. Let's have a little energy. Yes, thank you. Okay. Do you recognize any of these people? Do you relate to any one of these leadership styles that you portray also? Okay. I'm not going to embarrass you for you to tell me which one is your hero or who isn't, and whether you portray them. Let's look at some approaches and styles of leadership that we have all heard through our schools and lessons. We heard Ahmed talk about transactional leadership. These are names. I'm not going to be giving you a leadership course, but let's just refresh our memories, okay? We have approaches. We can be autocratic, we can be laissez-faire, we can be democratic. It's up to us. We can have a style which is people-oriented, or task-oriented. Get the job done. There are theories in leadership, which is, for a job I do, I expect something in return. And for something I give, I expect that job done. But these are the leadership styles that we've heard about. We talked about and we heard about transactional, and somebody mentioned transformational. What I'd like to do is only talk a little bit about transformational, because that leadership style is the one a lot more leaders actually embellish and make it their own. What is a transformational leader? A leader who has a vision, very vibrant, colorful vision, perhaps at many a time not attainable, but a vision. So that's the first thing a transformational leader should have. The second aspect of this is that the leader must help tell his flock how he is going to manage to get that vision to fruition, because he cannot do it alone. So he needs to show them a way. The third thing would be is to make sure, and this is the nut and bolts, to make sure that every step of the way is actually checked, because it's no good just delegating and not knowing that it's reaching what you want. And the final one is making sure that your flock, your followers, are given enough training, enough space, we talked about space somewhere, to be able to make sure that the leadership style comes to fruition, and therefore you are able to reach your end of the vision. Okay? Now, with all these styles and approaches, how is success measured? Tell me, you're all maybe leaders somewhere either of companies or you are of departments or like I said at home, but there has to be a way of measuring your success. There are three ways. Results, more results, and more results, right? Without results, you're not going to remain in that leadership role for too long. But how are these results measured? Every company, every organization, every department will have different metrics. I'm not going to go through them. You can make your own. I have my own for my company and for my departments, but these are mostly the major metrics that people use to measure success of a leader. I'll wait for them to finish taking a picture. Thank you. Okay. Now, let me just tell you, how many companies do you think have managed to hit the Fortune 100 magazine by fulfilling these metrics and by making sure that the leader is sound?